turn wrote to the great scholar of Islam who alive was at the time, the great master of Ahadith, Muhaddith, Taqiyuddin ibn Daqiq al-Eid, this is what's been witnessed in our land. So the great master of Hadith wrote back that this is a reminder. Simple. This is a reminder for people like you and me. That abhi bhi time hai. Even now you've got time. Even now you can set the record. Just turn to Allah. Allah will embrace. It doesn't have to be like this. This is why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala now and then reveals this. Huwayrith ibn Rabah was at the time of Umar. He was passing through a place called Athaba. And all of a sudden out of a grave he saw a man come out. His head was on fire and his face was on fire. And he was tied in chains. And he was begging for water. Iskini, iskini. He says all of a sudden another guy came out from the grave following him, saying, don't give the kafir anything, don't give the kafir anything. He grabbed him by his chains and dragged him back inside the grave again. Now obviously Huwayrith ibn Rabah was terrified, and so was the Sheikh. He said, I lost total control till I got to a place called Irku Zabia. That's where I read my Maghrib and Isha, and I head straight away to Medina al-Munawwara, to the great Umar Farooq radiallahu ta'ala anhu, and I related to him this incident which I witnessed. He says Umar Farooq looked into this, and it turned out that this man died in the days of ignorance. He belonged to the tribe of Banu Ghifar, and the sin that he would commit was he did not fulfill the rights of his guests. Abdullah bin Umar also witnessed a similar incident at the time of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and when he related to the Messenger of Allah, Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said that was the enemy of Allah, Abu Jahl, and Allah is punishing him in this manner right till the day of judgment. Now my young friends, just before I conclude, very quickly let us just look at very briefly some of the causes of the punishment inside the grave. It doesn't have to be like this, like I said. Now as we've seen from the hadith, there are many different reasons as to why a person will be punished. But in general, Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, hadith of Bayhaqi, on the authority of Sayyidina Abu Hurairah radiallahu ta'ala, Nabi Kareem sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, Inna azab al-qabr min thalatha, that in general the punishment of the grave is as a result of three things, three sins. First, min al-ghiba. Second, wal-bawl. Second was wal-namima. And the third was wal-bawl, فَإِيَّاكُمْ وَذَلِكَ. Backbiting, ghiba. Secondly, slandering, carrying tales. And thirdly, negligence with regards to drops of urine. In the hadith which Imam Bukhari and Muslim have narrated in the Sahih on the authority of Ibn Abbas, Nabi Kareem sallallahu alaihi wasallam was passing by once two graves, and the people in the grave were receiving punishment. So Nabi Kareem sallallahu alaihi wasallam said to the Sahaba that these people are being punished, but don't think they're being punished as a result of something major, no. And then Nabi Kareem sallallahu alaihi wasallam informed them that one of them, he would carry tales, and the second one was negligent with regards to drops of urine. And then Rasulullah asked for a fresh palm. He split it into two, and then he planted one on each grave. So the Sahaba asked, Ya Rasulullah, why did you do this? Nabi Kareem sallallahu alaihi wasallam explained that it's so possible that the punishment will be lightened as long as these fresh palms don't become dry. My young friends, who from amongst us to some degree doesn't commit these sins? Especially the first two, ghiba, backbiting, and carrying tales. Especially ghiba, my friends. This sin, rare will you find any person that to some degree doesn't commit this sin. Even the learned. Backbiting people. Now that we know the consequence of this, we need to refrain. And with regards to the drops of urine, we need to perform istibra. Now what istibra is, Maulana, I'm going to leave it in your good hands inshallah to address this. But basically, just to sum it up in a nutshell, that we need to make sure that once we've done istanja, that after having done istanja, we need to be sure that no drops of urine come out and pollute our clothes or our bodies. Now those that don't perform istibra, without you even knowing, my young friends, you'll be committing this sin. There is nowhere on God's earth, in general, if you're not doing istibra, that you're not committing this sin. And you won't even know it. Sometimes one little drop will come out and you won't even realize You know, you won't even realize. That's all of us included, me included. You won't realize. So this is why it's important that once we do istinja, we do istibra, and hopefully inshallah Maulana will shed light on this in a Jummah or some fiqh class. Things that you can do that which will help and save you from the punishment of the grave, and this is something that every one of us can do. And you know, if at least one person acts upon this, then you know what? It's been a good day for me. And you know, even if you don't, it's still a good day. Why? Hopefully Allah will accept, and I'm going to bank the difference in the akhirah. This is what you call banking the difference, guys. You want to be a billionaire? Then these are the types of accounts that you need to open. Not ones in Swiss accounts, yard. And you just kid yourself that you're a big billionaire. Oh my God, how foolish! How foolish can you get? You open these accounts in the Swiss accounts and you have these billions. Only for them to freeze. You know, if this human cannot, I mean, if it doesn't click after this, then when is it going to click? Open these type of accounts and I swear by Allah, Allah will never freeze any one of them. Your account will never be frozen. But you know, you'll be shocked that you, in your mind, you only put £1 million in there. You know, on the day of judgment, I mean, I only know the last word is zillion. I don't know anything beyond that. Yeah? But you know what? Zillion times a zillion times a zillion, to the last number, whatever it may be, if there's one, yeah, this is what you will find. This is the return that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gives. It doesn't give you 1% or 2%. And this is the type of account that you want to open with Allah. Do whatever good you can. Invest here, invest there. You will not be disappointed. Now, the amal that will help you in the next life, Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, Abdullah bin Mas'ud, Man qara'a tabaraka alladhi biyadihi al-mulk, kulla laylatin mana'u Allah biha min adhab al-qabr. Whoever reads Surah Mulk every night, hopefully Allah will protect him from the punishment of the grave. Now, who can't read Surah Mulk? You know, 29th juz, the first surah, it's 4 sides long. 4 sides. How long will it take you to memorize 4 sides? You know, even the guy that's got no brain, he'll memorize it. Why? Inna nahnu nazzalna dhikr wa inna lahu lahafidhun. Allah's made the Quran easy, and He's made it so that it can be memorized. This is why kids at the age of 5, 7, 8, 9 can't even speak their mother tongues, but they have the entire Quran inside their hearts. Top end, my young friends. And mashallah, you Londoners, you guys have got degrees. Alhamdulillah. Bachelors and masters and PhDs. You're educated people. The whole world talks about the city of London and the people of London. So Allah's blessed you. How long will it take you to memorize 4 sides? 2 weeks? So okay, let's say you're learning a line a day, yeah, and it takes you a month. Everyone can do it. And you know what? If it's going to help you so much that whatever I've mentioned today is going to protect you from that, come on guys, don't you think you've got a deal and a half? Indeed. In one hadith, Ibn Abbas, Tirmizi, a companion of Rasulullah, he set up a tent. He set up on a grave and he didn't know it was the grave. Now, all of a sudden, whilst he's inside the tent, he can actually hear somebody inside the grave and he's reading Surah Al-Mulk. So he was shocked, and he related this to our beloved Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Ya Rasulullah, I set up my tent. Didn't know it was a grave. I set up my tent on a grave. All of a sudden, I could hear somebody reading Surah Al-Mulk. So Nabi Kareem sallallahu alaihi wasallam confirmed, indeed, Hiya al-munjiyah, Hiya al-munjiyah, tunjihi min adhab al-qabr. That surah is the protector, and it will protect him from the punishment of the grave. But in a hadith which Ibn Asakir has related, a weak hadith on the authority of Anas, a man died and the only thing that he knew was Surah Al-Mulk. So, you know, the reason I'm relating this, you know, there are many guys that don't know how to read the Quran. Yeah, this guy only knew Surah Mulk, only Surah Mulk. Now he's died, he's inside his grave, and Allah sent the angels to punish him. The angel of punishment comes inside his grave. The angel of punishment comes, Surah Mulk is also there and is standing between him and the punishment. So the angel says, move out of the way. You're from the book of Allah and I don't want to harm you, but I haven't got a choice. Allah's told me to punish him. If you want to intercede and protect him, then go ask the Lord of the Arsh and Kursi. The surah will go to the Almighty Allah and say, oh Allah, you know this servant of yours, out of your entire book, he would intend for me and he would come and recite me. Oh Allah, أَفَمُحَرِّكُ أَنْتَ بِالنَّارِ وَأَنَا فِي جَوْفِهِ. Are you going to punish him today with the fire whilst I'm inside his heart? And if you're going to do this, oh Allah, then I want you to remove me from your book. Allah is the Arhamul Rahimeen, the Akramul Akrameen, the Ajwadul Ajwadeen. He needs excuses, my young friends, to give you paradise. Will you give him that excuse? You know, every time you do a deed, let this thought cross your mind. You know what? Maybe this is the one. And I swear by Allah, you will do many good deeds. And every time you sin, let this thought cross your mind. You know what? Maybe this is the one, as a result of which Allah will send me to Jahannam. And you know what? You won't commit any sin. When you do good, let the thought cross your mind. Maybe this is the one that Allah will like and He will give me paradise. And when you wrong, let this thought cross your mind. Maybe this is the one that He will hold me to account for and you will never sin. So the surah will say, oh Allah, take me out from your book. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will say, it seems that you've become angry. The surah will say, oh Allah, do I have the right to become angry? He would recite me and you're punishing him. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will say, your intercession has been accepted. You do with him as you please. This very surah, 4 sides. You're learning a line a day, my young friends. Top end, it'll take you a month or two. Top end comes to his rescue, saves him from the punishment of the grave, will come, place his mouth on his mouth and say, مرحبا بهذا الفم فربما معاني مرحبا بهذا الصدر فربما وعاني مرحبا بهاتين القدمتين فربما قامت به مرحبا بهذا الفم فربما تلاني. Okay, what to say of this mouth that would recite me? What to say of this heart that had memorized me? And what to say of these feet that would stand with me in prayer and recite me inside prayer? And thereafter, the surah will stay with him inside his grave so that he doesn't become afraid. You're going to get your money's worth, guys. This is something that every one of us can do. There are other deeds also, but we've got no choice in this matter. Let's say, for example, dying on Jummah. I haven't got a choice in this, and no have you got to choice in this. You know, if you're one of those that are lucky, then alhamdulillah. Because Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam said, ما من مسلم يموت يوم الجمعة وليلة الجمعة إلا وقى الله من فتنة الكبر. Whoever dies on Jummah, Allah will save him from the punishment of the grave. Whoever dies, man mata murabitan, protecting the boundaries of Islam, the boundaries of Islam, not only will he be saved from the punishment of the grave, he will receive the good deeds that he would perform, and he will also be saved of the terror when Israfil blows inside the horn. Now the easiest of these deeds is to read Surah Al-Mulk. And I assure you, once you've memorized it, literally it will take you not more than 3 minutes. By the time you leave the masjid and sit in your car or get to your house, you'll have read it. And when the hadith of Anas, which are related, was mentioned, Rasulullah mentioned it to the Sahaba, لم يبقى صغير ولا كبير ولا حر ولا عبد إلا تعلمها. Every young, old, free man and slave memorized and learned the surah, Surah Al-Mulk. I conclude with the way I began. الكيس من دان نفسه وعمل لما بعد الموت. My friends, what I've said today you've heard before. You've heard before, you've heard today, and you will hear again tomorrow. It's meaningless. If it comes from one ear and it leaves the other, then it's meaningless. This is why I relate this hadith as I began. The clever man is he, man dana nafsahu, who controlled his nafs, who suppressed it. The nafs is whispering, let's go out and chill, let's wine and dine, this girl looks beautiful, let's spend some time there, take a tablet or two, sell a few tablets here, make a quick few pounds. No, he suppresses it. Why? No, because Allah and His Rasul prohibited this. And he's suppressing it on one side, and he's pleasing Allah and his Rasul on the other side by working for the real life. And Sayyidina Ali, what did he say? فَكُونُوا مِنْ أَبْنَاءِ الْآخِرَةِ وَلَا تَكُونُوا مِنْ أَبْنَاءِ الدُّنْيَا. Become the sons of the Akhirah, do not become the sons of the dunya. It's so foolish, don't you think, guys? How long will we live for? 100 years? Not every guy makes a century, does it now? Not every guy makes a century.